Sopranos, and then continued with Breaking Bad, Mad Men.
But it's not.
And now it's like ballooned into like half of the shows on Netflix are like kind of a repackaging of the prestige television genre where it's like a do-it-all drama that's really well written, right?
But it's not like an official channel.
No, it's just like it's like liking film, right? It's like prestige TV is like the film of TV, right? It's like oh, this is kind of art, right? Like Breaking Bad is pretty funny and intense, but it's also very well done, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because I've seen a lot of the shows you've talked about, and I feel like there are a lot of people who it's like, yeah, I like all those shows. It's like, now that you've explained it to me, I understand why that's like a type of, like that's like a taste that people have. But I have like very mixed feelings on all the shows you listed.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, it's like nowadays prestige TV, there's like a lot of it, and none of it quite hits the way that first wave did. But there's a lot of it, right? Like True Detective, even Stranger Things in a way is like prestige television, right? It got a little pulpy down the line, but like early on it was like really didn't have any weaknesses. It was funny, dramatic, well written, well acted. At one point Game of Thrones could be construed as prestige television, then it became the least prestigious television.
Alright, so I'm gonna make my prediction here, where if Bbatts wins, it's because he was patient.
That's right. The Wire, too. Thank you for reminding me. The Wire is definitely prestige television.
Interesting. But
Fargo, prestige television.
How do you feel about Barry?
Barry is just really fucking good. Barry is like post-prestige television. It's something else, and it's brilliant.
I love me some
Yeah,
Barry.
Barry's really fucking good. Like, Barry and Atlanta are like what's coming next, right? They're like surrealist, they're more high concept, they're more absurd. They're what's coming next.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch Atlanta for like a long time.
I love Atlanta. It got really fucked up this season, but it was really good.
Here's the thing though. I gotta make a confession. I didn't like The Wire. I watched an episode or two and was like, whatever.
You can't dip a toe into The Wire. The Wire is like a I got COVID, I'm stuck in the house for 2 weeks kind of show. That you can't, you have to like commit to that ride. Is that
Everyone I've ever met that started watching The Wire had that similar like opinion of it. Like, I can't really get into it until they sat down and watched a couple more. Now I understand the I don't want to put a time sink. Like if a show can't hook me on the first 2 episodes, I'm out.
Yeah.
But it's like now I get the One Piece kids. I get it.
So my feeling about that.
Also, whoever mentioned Better Call Saul, yep, it's that good. It's that good.
My feeling about that kind of idea, because that's like a common thing people say, right? Just watch a little. And like people have been telling me that about One Piece forever. I actually recently read the first 40 chapters of One Piece because I was like, okay, let's
Casual
do it.
40 chapters.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a weekly manga. Reading a chapter takes like 2 minutes. It's like a couple. It's like it's like 1 episode of TV. Frankly,
Okay.
Right? It's like 80 minutes. It's like 1 or 2 episodes. It's the same time investment as 2 episodes of The Wire when you really think about it.
Yeah. TV is a strange beast, though. Some shows, it takes a while to find their identity and their form, right? Like, you think of, like, Seinfeld Season 1 and then Seinfeld Season 4, and how, like, your relationship with the characters changes, and by the middle of Seinfeld, every time you see Kramer, you're like, oh, my God. What is he about? What the fuck is, like, you don't have that in Season 1, but by Season 4, you're, like, hanging on every second, every dumb thing he's going to do. Like,
yeah.
Some shows need that momentum, and other shows like The Sopranos kind of hit the ground running in a really crazy way.
I guess I just think that, like, if someone watches through the mediocre beginning of a show, like, look, some shows, like...
It's a tutorial mission. With The Wire, the first 5 episodes are a tutorial mission, straight up.
But, like, if you don't like the tutorial mission, will you really like the game?
Yeah. I hate most tutorial missions.
But that's why I like Dark Souls. There is no tutorial mission, because I don't like tutorial missions.
That's true, but they still also have them. They still have, like, the press A to attack, you know? It's just they get there faster.
Kind of. It's not, you don't even have to read the thing. It's like a message on the ground in the original Dark Souls.
That's true, that's true.
And that's also like Hollow Knight. Does it even ever...
So you only like Souls-like television?
I guess so.
Well, there you go.
And like, that's how I feel where it's like, with One Piece, I'm sure it gets better. Like, I've been spoiled heavily for like, what happens.
Wow.
And I'm
Damn,
sure.
Bbatts. Bbatts is like, y'all need to shut the fuck up.
Bbatts is like, I need a stage that makes my ground moves work because I don't want to stop doing them. I'm sorry. I think that Peach's ground moves are a crutch. They're good, but like that's an FOD-ism right there.
Checkmate, Fodists.
I hate these. Yeah, like, I don't know. You just let's see. Bbatts is actually kind of ripping Smuckers apart.
Yeah, this is where Bbatts thrives, right? Just full, unchecked aggression. But it's a counter pick, you know? You got to win your counter picks.
And also, if Bbatts is winning off of down smash on platforms, Peach's best counter pick, FD, probably won't work for him. I mean, maybe he has an OD chain grab game that I'm not aware of, but, you know. All right. Oh, okay, it's over.
Got a little cute, tried to re-grab. Now he's going to the cycle.
Oh, if that was Nico, Bbatts would have double jump nared him off the tech, the wall tech. I think it would have worked.
Oh.
Okay.
It was likely a game that was going in Bbatts' favor, even with that SD.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have, I think Battlefield is really the anti-cheese stage in all matchups. No, like down smash is going to be way weaker here. Dash attack's way weaker because you have more room to dash dance.
All right, that's an edge guard.
Well, you know, if you're spamming A.
Yep.
I don't know.
Ooh,
All
Bbatts with a chance to turn the tables here. All right, but you're right. Smuckers is really crafty with his recoveries.
It's what he's known for.
And it's just
more
like
than
the
anything.
margins, right? It's like he's not like doing a discrete decision that's different. It's just like the space and the timing switch ups are just so minute.
Yeah, and it's something that's really translated to box. It's, you know, it was something that he did on controller before he was as good. Like, I don't know, it's just something he's always been really good at. And it's something like he knows he's good at and he leans into as well, which makes it extra good.
Speaking of Souls likes, you know, Cap Smuckers looking like a retreaded boss in Elden Ring right now.
When you find the boss again, but they're scaled higher.
Yep.
And the music gets a little louder too. It's just like, yeah.
When you find the boss again, except now there's two of them.
Double cat, god damn it.
Oh yeah.
In DS2.
Yeah. Did you fight in Elden Ring? Did you fight triple Crystallian yet?
No, I got demotivated and I stopped playing. When I realized that they nerfed poise and I was trying to play Berserk Sword, I was like, why does this game hate me? I've been frustrated the entire time, and I finally get the item, the sword I want, and I can't poise through things.
They nerfed poise in. I thought it was in DS3 too, though. I thought it was the same.
I guess so, but I still felt like once I got the Berserk Sword in DS3, I was like playing the game the way I wanted to.
No, I agree. Some like really good Souls YouTubers have talked about how like in DS1 poise is a little too broken, but it becomes
which is the game I played Dex in, like an idiot.
Yeah, but it becomes kind of too mediocre.
Yeah.
I felt that way in Elden Ring too. It was like, why are mobs poise breaking me?
Yeah, that's what got me. It's like I'm swinging the sword and everyone's staggering me.
Did you try to? So are you two-handing it?
Yes.
Okay, because I think that Elden Ring still has really good hyper armor. So maybe I think that you could try adjusting it to that.
Yeah.
And then
we'll see. I'm going to pick it up again. I just like, after that, I was like, I need to take a break. This game has done nothing but frustrate me for reasons outside of the normal Souls reasons. Since I picked it up, I was like, let me just step away.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Elden Ring, like, okay, my first playthrough of Elden Ring was magical and amazing and like the best thing of all time. It was beautiful. With that said, upon replaying it more and more and more, it is not enough better than Dark Souls.
All right.
I don't think it is enough.
Good mentality from Bbatts there.
Yeah. Like, Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne came out like 6 years ago.
Yeah. No, you think they haven't advanced it enough?
I don't think so. But you know what? I think Sekiro is like, I think Sekiro feels like this is the next gen, and Elden Ring feels like it's not as next gen as Sekiro is.
Yeah. I mean, in my biased current experience that is not the full picture, I do not see a game I like more than even DS2. And that'll change probably, but right now I'm so pissed at it that I'm like, every Dark Souls game was better than this for me so far.
I think you have a good point there about, like, you know, Sekiro felt like the evolution, but the evolution in Elden Ring was just big map.
Yep, they're
Which
just like
I'm
doing
sick
what
of.
everyone else does.
That's a trend in games that I'm sick of. Big map, nothing to do.
I have no
Yeah.
patience for crafting in a game that's I'm supposed to be combat focused.
Dude,
No patience.
I cannot stand FPSs that have like RPG elements. For example, Deathloop. Can't fucking stand it. Oh my god.
No
I
thanks,
just
yep.
want to shoot the people. Let me have my abilities. Please,
Yeah.
God.
No, Elden Ring, like, in fact, I think there was even an interview recently where they were like, we started Elden Ring and Sekiro at the same time, and so we feel like we wish we took lessons from Sekiro. Because Sekiro did exactly what you're saying, Brandon.
Ooh, Halo Infinite. Ooh. Yeah.
Sekiro removed a lot of RPG elements. Like, for example, like the damage you deal in Sekiro, your attack power, it just goes up as you beat bosses. You don't need to, like, grind experience points.
Yeah, and I mean, you can anyway, right? Like, when you die in Sekiro, you lose a bunch of shit, right? Like, more than normal games.
The way it works in Sekiro is that you lose half of your experience
That was a
points.
villainous laugh.
You lose half the experience points you have, and there's a 30% chance you don't, but if you do, you just lose them.
All right, we're going to a game 5 here. A pitched battle, but a fun one.
You said a pitched battle?
A pitched battle.
What does that mean?
Like, the fighting is pitched, like a fever pitch.
Like we're at a fever pitch.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Okay.
Yeah. At least that's what I think I'm trying to say.
Whoever loses
I've never
this
heard
match,
anyone
definitely listen
turn
to
that
Four Guts.
phrase into a verb.
It's a adjective, pitched, right?
Pitch? No,
The way I'm using it.
I've never heard that. No, maybe.
Yeah. I can also come up with alternatives, you know.
Let's see this. If I lost,
Yeah, the
I'd be
Halo
listening,
Inf campaign was, I don't know.
I still haven't touched it.
Yeah.
I have Game Pass, but I still have not really touched Infinite's campaign.
Yeah.
I like Infinite's gunplay
Yes.
in multiplayer, but man, is there like
The netcode is horror shit.
Yeah.
I
It's
remember
horrendous.
Donkey was laughing because he was like, yeah, they're going to make Halo Infinite multiplayer free because they assume people will pay for the campaign. No one's going to pay for the campaign.
And they shouldn't have. It was kind of repetitive,
Yeah.
which is the same problem like 5 had. It's like, what if you fought the same 10 enemies over and over again for the entire game? Like, what if I didn't?
Yeah.
Because that's something Elden Ring does great. It's like everywhere you go, there's different enemies.
Yeah, yeah. No, Elden Ring's amazing.
Yeah.
It's just, is it more amazing than Dark Souls 3?
Yeah, aesthetically it is mind-blowingly good.
I think the story and the dialogue's actually really good and underrated.
Yeah, that and DS1 are my favorite, like, vibes-wise Souls-likes.
I think Elden Ring is at least as good as DS3, but for waiting 6 years, is it better? Maybe not.
Yeah, DS3 really hit. I kind of beat it in a blur. Like, I beat it really quickly, but, like, it was very satisfying.
I was replaying it recently, and I was doing, like, I was trying to make the game as easy as possible. I was using the Twin Blades, and I just beat Friede. Like, I've beaten the whole game. I beat Lord of Cinder, and I just beat Friede. All I have is the last DLC. Friede is as good as any Elden Ring boss. She's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. All right. We're on last stock here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But kind of just one knee to seal it here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Or that.
Let's see if Bbatts can get a down smash.
There it goes. Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Bbatts now listening to Four Guts.